Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Hero Vision podcast. Now I got myself, Hector, also known as E16, and with me, I got Jazzy.
What up?
And Hav.
Yo.
And tonight, guys, we are going to be reviewing the Minecraft movie, or I think it's called A Minecraft Movie, with featuring Jack Black and a bunch of other people. But before we actually get into it, I'd like to remind you guys that you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Make sure you follow our socials at Heat Ray Vision Podcast, or go to heatrayvisionpodcast.com. You should all of our links through there. Also, join the Discord, top link in the description. Join the Discord, guys. Come chat with us about video games, movies, TV shows, anything like that. But yeah, the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, this
with
movie.
Jack Black.
This movie had a lot of anticipation, but I feel for like the wrong reasons, or, or negative reasons. There we go, negative reasons.
No, that's true. I think a lot of us already knew that this movie was not going to be good.
Yeah, man.
I think so, man.
Yeah, I mean, when the trailer came out, it looked dumb. It didn't really look great. A lot of people were talking about it, and I got okay. This is going to be like a Snow White situation for me, where I think I enjoyed the movie more than I expected.
Same. I swear to God, same, dude.
I'm not gonna lie.
I really thought this movie was gonna be like jack shit.
Yeah.
I really, from the trailer, I was like, "Oh, this is about to be like ass."
Yeah.
But it was surprisingly funny.
Yeah. So I guess before we actually dive deep, I guess first impressions on the trailer.
No, I mean, I kind of gave mine already. The
Yeah,
trailer
yours.
was not good. It did not sell me whatsoever. It made me think the worst that possible outcomes we're gonna have for this this movie. I mean, didn't think it was gonna be anywhere near the rating I am gonna give it.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much.
What about you, Hav?
For me, when I saw this movie, I'm going to be real. I was left with the same feeling of like, yeah, it's going to be another Borderlands. It's going to be another video game adaptation. It's going to be trash. That's not going to... It's gonna like breeze over a lot of the lore or whatever, like the games and stuff like that. It's gonna have human characters that we're not gonna care about. They're not gonna be fleshed out, and it's not gonna have a lot of value to be honest.
Okay.
I told myself the most entertaining thing about this movie I can predict by watching the trailer will be Jack Black, and even then, I had a feeling like Jack Black is just gonna play a more animated, more over exaggerated version of just himself.
And that's what we got.
And that is what we got. Yeah. And I can't say, like, at least he was the most entertaining, but it's very obvious that he's just acting super cartoony and zany and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's all I could really say about, like, my first impressions on the trailer. That was
Okay.
really
Another thing, too, we're going to be having the non-spoiler section, and then the spoiler section where we could actually dive deeper into some scenes that maybe we liked or disliked and whatever. So, okay. Let's talk about, like, what's our history of Minecraft real quick? Should we start off? Who do we start?
I'll go first.
Yeah, let's start
because
with
mine's the shortest. I barely played Minecraft.
Damn.
Barely. The first time I ever tried and played Minecraft, I was really young. This was back like elementary school time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I believe it's been around that long, right?
Elementary? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But where'd you play it on? What'd you play it on?
I remembered. If I was thinking back way back, I think one of the first times I played Minecraft was when our older cousins had it on the iPod Touch or on the iPhone when they had you could play Minecraft on the phone. That was one of the first times I ever played it. I remember just kind of being like, so what do I do? Like, oh, you could just like, because you just build and like do shit. And I'm just like, that's it. Yeah. These graphics are trash. I'll be like, oh, that's actually how the game's supposed to look like. That's the aesthetic of Minecraft. And I'm like, really? I don't know. It never really caught my attention. And I think the next time I tried it, it was like around that same era, around that same time. I believe I tried it on the PC because I think I had family members who were really big onto it, and stuff like that. So I think I've tried it on there too, and it's just the same thing. It's just on a bigger screen, but it's just like I don't know. It just never grasped me. I just never really you could just build shit and like. This is around the time, I think it was like 2011, 2012 time, where it was like really big on like the Hunger Games on Minecraft.
They were one of like the OG battle royales.
Yeah,
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was like during that era, like what many would consider like the golden age era of Minecraft. It was around that time, and it was like at nighttime, like creepers come out or whatever, like the zombies or whatever the fuck, and like that sounds cool, but it's like. When I would try it, it just didn't seem interesting. I don't know. For some reason, Minecraft never like just grasped me, no matter what. I've tried it so many times, and I don't get it. And maybe it could be that I just haven't played with the right people. Like I'm gonna be honest, I've never played Minecraft with Hector, and he's played it the most, and he loves Minecraft. So maybe playing it with someone with more knowledge and maybe can explain the gameplay a little bit better. Maybe I'll have a newfound love for the game.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the issues, and I never had like people who explained properly like the sort of the what was fun about the game. I've never watched Minecraft videos on YouTube like a lot of people did growing up, or like little kids, even to this day. Like I've never watched videos. So Minecraft, my relationship with it is close to non-existent. So that's really my only history with the Minecraft
I do think
game.
it's kind of a niche, man, because like you kind of have to be into survival and also like being able to build like your own things. I don't know. If you're not really into that type of stuff, then I don't think you're gonna be interested in Minecraft.
I get you.
Probably not into other survival games like The Forest, Sons of the Forest, stuff like that. I'm all about those games. Mario knows this. That's why he makes jokes like, "Oh, this is a Hector game."
Yeah.
Because I'm into survival. I'm into like being able to build your own base and like decorate your own how you want shit. Like I've always loved that about video games, and Minecraft was just that.
The epitome of it.
Yeah, and I guess before want me to just go, I guess
Your history?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I guess my first ever, I think How was right. We had a cousin who had like Minecraft on the iPod Touch, and I remember playing on there, and I liked it. I'm like, yo, this is fire. But I never played it on PC because we were kids, and you know, I didn't have internet till I was like maybe like probably in 7th grade, bro, or something, 8th grade. It was like just before BO2.
No,
I got internet.
No, I had internet when the first Black Ops came out.
Ah, okay.
That's when I had.
Well,
internet.
even then, you don't really need internet for Minecraft. But
Yeah.
even then, I didn't have a computer. You know, so like I couldn't. So the only way I was able to play Minecraft is through the iPod Touch with one of our cousins. And obviously, it was only a limited time. Whenever we would see them at parties or whatever the fuck, right? But I liked it. I was like, "Yo, this is pretty damn cool." You know, I'm out here digging, hitting some trees. I could just build some shit. Cool. And it wasn't until Minecraft was finally ported to the Xbox 360, and that was back in 2000. When was that?
I don't know.
Want to look it up?
Yeah,
I'll look it up
can
for
you?
you. I got you.
That's probably had to be 2012. I think it had to be like around BO2 times. It had to be like when it was either BO2 or like before BO2, like 2011 or 2012 when the 360 version came out. I was looking at it
Xbox 360?
Yeah.
May 9th, 2012.
Okay. See. Okay. So they released the port for the 360. And I downloaded the demo. I'm like, oh my god, Minecraft! Yeah, I could finally play this bitch. And I started playing it, and it was dope. I like fell in love with it right away. And that same year is when I actually started to become closer with what?
Sorry, I'm playing Minecraft right now.
Dumbass. Hell no. Are you playing Minecraft? Yeah, how are you doing that? What the hell?
What the fuck?
This is on Google.
He's on Google and he's playing Minecraft.
What the hell?
Look, I literally looked up Minecraft game.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit, you turned on your PS3.
turn on my.
Look, and you see, Mario, get it.
No, I saw.
Oh, look, there's this little box that comes up, and
When
you press
type on
it, and then look, and like a little hand comes out, and then look, I tap on the screen.
What the heck?
Look. And then look, oh shit.
No way.
So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what am I?
Guys, just type in Minecraft in Google. You're going to see a grass block on your screen. Tap on it, and you're playing Minecraft on Google.
What the hell?
Not exactly, right? It's like a mini game type of thing. But what the heck?
Yeah, so I was confused. I'm like, wait, that's why I'm making a face. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck am I doing?
That's actually super fucking cool.
That's nice. I mean, it's cool. It's cool because Google tends to do shit like that when like big events happen. That's cool. Sorry,
So-
you were saying.
No, yeah. So anyway, when 360 came out, I started playing a shit ton of that. I met Danny, who's like one of my best friends now, and around that time, and he also liked Minecraft, and we play together. And it's just you just have to. What it is, man. It's like even the movie. You can do whatever you want, man. Like you could build houses. You could build an aquarium, man. You could build whatever your mind comes to. You know, whatever like you come up with in your mind. And mining was really fun, diving in the deep caves and dark as fuck. Like you're out here trying to find diamonds. I don't know. It's definitely a survival aspect, and also like you you kind of need some creativity. If you don't, I'm gonna be real. If you don't really have creativity, you're not gonna have fun in Minecraft. Because it's like, okay, cool, I just built this house. All right, now what? You know? And what's really cool, and I mean, I think maybe Mario has seen it in action, where when we play with Danny, me and Danny are just looking at the terrain, and we already know what we're gonna build. Like, oh, dude, I could build this here. I could build that here. I think you might have experienced that, Mario. And I think you were like laughing at one point or some shit. He was laughing, and it's like, why are you laughing, bitch? You don't see the vision? And like me and Danny, we would just look at terrain, bro, and we're like, boom, yo, bro, what if we build this here, make a pathway here, and it's like,
it all just comes to you.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you got to be creative. In this movie, it kind of plays on that. Like, oh, this one of the main characters is a kid who's like a very intelligent and loves to create things, and he's a very imaginative and creative. And obviously, he does well when he actually transfers over to the Minecraft world. And that's kind of how it is in real life with the game. If you are a creative person, you like survival and you like to build things, you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And from when Minecraft first released, and even the 360 port till now, dude, they added so much shit that there are things that I don't even know, you know.
Yeah.
But everything that was displayed in the movie, I do know, and like even some of like the little Easter eggs and stuff like that, I do know. Like for example, remember that one? It's not really a spoiler. It's like that one scene where like there's a bunch of creepers. Like, what the hell? Why? What kind of dude would breed these things? And I remember like Javi was like, what the fuck? Well, that's because when you kill creepers, they drop gunpowder. And gunpowder is a resource that you can use to make TNT and shit. So yeah, there's a lot of different mobs and stuff have resources when you kill them and stuff. So they make farms. Like, oh, this is my creeper farm. This is my skeleton farm. This is my spider farm. You know what I mean? So that was like just a nod. Like, what kind of idiot would do this? And it's like, oh, it's like you don't get it. Only if you only know, if you know type of thing.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot of different stuff like that in the movie, and I really do appreciate. But anyway, point is, ever since then, I fell in love with Minecraft, man. I love it to this day. I will say it's probably like one of the best games out there. Like, definitely top 10. I want to say, at least in my top 10, probably. Minecraft is up there, man. Minecraft is super fucking fun. I love it. I actually want to try and play it again and actually start up a world and build like a community and shit like that. You know?
We did recently.
Yeah.
It's funny because Hector's biggest complaint with Minecraft is every time he'll play with Danny, he'll be like, but Danny, like, I don't want to just start a new world. Every time we start.
Well, here's the thing, man. That's the meme. Okay. And they're true. They're very much true. Where it's like, the meme is, oh, wow, you grind Minecraft for 2 weeks straight and then you don't touch it again for a year. That's the meme, and it's true. Every year, Mario and I and like Danny or whatever, we always have like a Minecraft phase for a couple of weeks, and then we stop. We don't touch it at all until the very next year or whatever.
And it's a new world.
And then it's always a new world. That's the other meme. We're like, okay, you ban like once you leave you grind Minecraft for a couple of weeks or a month or whatever, you drop it, and then when you come back a year later or whatever, you always start a new world. That's the meme, and the reason why it's a meme because people do that. It's like, oh, I'm playing the game, but I want to start fresh, whatever. And ever since I played with Danny, it's always been like that. Yo, bro, let me create the world. Oh, I bet. And we always, like, whenever we stop playing Minecraft for a while, when we come back to it, it's always a new world. And I get tired of it because my ultimate goal is to create like a big world. You know, like a big world with like with Mario shit on there, with all of our boys shit on there, just like a community type of thing, right? Like a big city or like a village, a big ass village, right? That was always been my dream. But every single time when I play with Danny, it's always a new world. That's the running joke right now. It's like, Danny, man, I'm not trying to do I'm not trying to build another world. I want to be for real this time. And obviously Danny says, yeah, bro, I promise. He's been saying that since we were fucking 12 years old. Yeah, man. And he still does the same thing, you know? Yeah. So we haven't played Minecraft since until recently. We did play a little bit. That's because Danny actually bought a server. Like he rented a PC server. That way we can all join the server whenever we want and actually build and stuff. And hopefully we can start doing that again. But anyway, that's pretty much my history with Minecraft. Been playing it since, I was like 12 years old, 11 years old or whatever. Fell in love with it. I love that you could build whatever you want. And I love the survival aspect of it. And it's awesome, man. I love Minecraft. Anyway, Mario, what about you?
Just like you guys, my first taste of Minecraft was on the iPod.
Yeah.
Dude,
On
is
the
that where it
iPod, yeah.
originally launched?
No.
Okay, because I'm like, that's crazy how
No.
all of us was on the iPod Touch.
No, that's because,
it was on my
like-
brother's iPod.
No, it started on PC.
Yeah, so
Because
That's
we were
what I
all
had-
of us. We
I had
didn't
a
have
feeling.
PCs.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have desktops and
But
shit.
what's it called? I first played it on the iPod, and then obviously the iPod went MIA for whatever reason. I forgot. I stopped playing it on there. But then eventually I went through like my Minecraft phase where I was watching a bunch of YouTubers play Minecraft, and I got introduced to a bunch of like iconic like Minecraft YouTubers. And then I forgot when I did Minecraft come on PS3?
Yes.
It did. I think
did?
it came after though.
After Xbox,
360, yeah.
After the 360.
Yeah, because I remember playing because I never grew up. I never had an Xbox, so it had to be on PS3 that I bought it on there because I had a Minecraft phase, but more so for YouTube, not really playing the game. If that makes sense.
So you would watch a lot of YouTubers that would play.
Yeah, and that
Minecraft.
would be funny, and that's how I would do it. And obviously, I would want to play the game, but how should I say it? Like, I when it comes to these types of games, like the Hector games, like the joke I like to make, I like them in the beginning, but then I just lose interest over time.
I don't get that, man. Like I love like Sons of the Forest, right? Mm-hmm. Like the survival aspect. You could build your own cabin. You could make your own rooms and store your own shit. Like I love that.
I don't know. To me, it's just like, nah, I'm good, man. Like the first couple hours were fun. They're fun and shit, right? Then after a while, I'm just like, all right, man. Like, I just want to play something else at this point. it just fades away from me every damn time. The only one that always stuck with me was Grounded. That was the only one. I don't know why.
Dude, I
enjoyed
love Grounded.
that one was the only one that stuck with me where I was like, yo, I'm actually enjoying this shit.
That's another quote unquote Hector game.
Yeah, that game. But every other game, I have fun times, but it's always at some point I always just lose interest where I'm just like, all right, bro, I'm done. Like I'm good, man. I'm good for the year. I'm good for the year. We'll pick up Minecraft this year from now. But no, I like Minecraft. It's fun. I remember trying Battle Royale or the Hunger Games. I mean,
Oh yeah.
that for the first time, and that shit was so much fun. I remember trying playing it on the iPod, and that shit was so fun to do. But no, man, I like Minecraft. It's an iconic game, but that's kind of my history with it. I'm very casual with it.
It's actually, I think it's the #1 selling game ever.
Makes sense, bro. Anybody can play it at any age. Makes sense.
Yeah. And speaking of that, this movie was clearly catered to the younger audience, way younger
that's
audience.
facts.
And that's kind of, we kind of expected that. I mean, we were there at a 11 a.m. showing, and there was actually a lot of people,
A lot,
man, especially
yeah.
in Dolby. We're in Dolby.
We were in Dolby, and when I got the tickets, I was just like, shit. I'm like, I should have fucking known. This is a kid movie. It's a video game. I should have fucking known and got them earlier. But we had to sit up close because
and it wasn't that bad though. The seats
you know
weren't that
my
bad.
opinion, bro. I don't think the up close seats are bad at all. I actually quite enjoy them.
Except for the really
Oh,
front
the front,
row.
oh yeah,
Front
that
row's
one I
trash.
get. But like the where we usually sit where
Yeah,
I
no,
pick
it's
them, I
solid.
like them.
I like it. I like it
them too. But yeah, man, a lot. To be fair, throughout the movie, it wasn't bad. There were just moments where we would have like probably like annoying high schoolers.
Bro, and I was telling this to
Yeah.
Hav. I'm like, isn't it ironic that we go to see this kid movie, and majority of the people watching this movie are kids, little children, bro.
Yeah.
Kids, like a bunch of them. I'm like, I'm expecting, okay, we're gonna expect like the usual, and I don't mind it, right? We already shared our thoughts about that, right? But the loudest motherfuckers and like the most annoying ones were the fucking kids behind us, and I'm saying kids, but they were like fucking teens, bro.
Yeah.
like probably like 15 years old, 14,
16, yeah, around
14 to 16 years old, and it's like, wow. You'd think that the actual kids, little kids, would be more loud and annoying.
Bro,
But no, it was those guys.
Bro, I had a little girl who was watching the movie with her dad, and bro,
Yeah.
she was being like so mad and respectful, like whispering. I'm like, damn, this girl has more
Oh, yeah,
manners
yeah.
than you, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna be real. I was expecting the dad to switch seats with you, like switch seats with her.
Oh, right. I felt kind of weird. I was
It was
like, man, I feel
it was a
like-
little girl. It was an actual little girl sitting next to Mario, and like the dad was sitting like the other side, and I don't think there was no one sitting next to the dad.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that.
And so I just expected like the dad was like, "Oh, let's switch seats." Like at least I would have done that, to make my daughter feel more comfortable not sitting next to a grown ass man.
That's true.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, she wasn't really loud. There was a couple of children, I guess, in our row as well, next to Hav. I think around there, even like in front of us. But no, the only people that were like obnoxious and like kind of loud at some moments were the fucking teens. And it's like, really, man? I don't know. It's not
I know what you
cool,
mean.
man.
It's
not
not.
really cool. It's
Death
not.
to you.
Oh, okay, maybe not that, but yeah.
Death to you.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like there's a scene where these like, I am Steve, and they just went ballistic.
Yeah,
I
I was like, what the fuck?
Obviously, they're doing it to troll, but it's kind of
Yeah.
like, come on, man.
It's 11 in the morning. What are you doing?
Not even
do that like
not
at
even
8
these
p.m.
little kids are behaving that way, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, so come on, guys. Just be respectful, man. Like, and actually, if you're gonna react, just be genuine about it. Because obviously, the
Yeah.
way that they were reacting, it was
like
clearly to
stage.
troll. It was,
Yeah,
it was
troll.
clearly to troll.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, it's just not cool. So anyway, yeah. So there was like a bunch of kids and stuff. But so far, that was it. It was just those fucking teens behind us. Unfortunately, that were just kind of fucking weirdos and being annoying. But let's talk about let's talk about Jack Black, man, and the performances overall, like actors. We got Jack Black, we got Jason Momoa, we got that one girl that was from Peacemaker and that was one of the main characters in Orange is the New Black TV show.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
I don't recognize the other two though.
And then the other two, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
They're
the
like
other
brand
two.
new characters. I've
Yeah,
never
they have to
seen them
be
before.
probably two actors. But anyway,
Yeah.
I guess first off, Jack Black. What do you guys think about Jack Black?
See, Jack Black as Steve, not that. Does Steve have any lore to begin with?
No.
Okay, so I don't really.
Steve is legit the default character you
I
just
know.
play as in Minecraft.
I just didn't know if he had any lore or anything like behind him or anything like that.
no,
but
no, there's no.
I mean,
there's no
it's
lore.
like Javi said in the beginning. He's playing Jack Black, or in my mind, I don't know why I always compare him to this. I compare him to fucking Poe from Kung Fu Panda. Bro, there's legit words he says in this movie that he says in Kung Fu Panda.
Really?
Skadoosh.
Not that one, but it was like some other shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Dude,
No, I know,
Or like the way he would
makes-
talk. The way he would
Yeah,
speak.
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
way
yeah.
his mannerisms are. It's
Yes.
literally the exact same.
It's Jack Black, man.
It's
And I
Jack Black.
And we talked about this on the pod. I even said this to Hav that he's a typecast, and like,
Yeah.
and whenever role he's in, he just acts the same.
Yeah, but I think in this movie I mean I was correct from the first impressions of the trailer. He just plays a much more cartoony animated version of himself. Because like if you watch interviews, like he's funny and shit. Like he acts like he does in this movie, but here it was very amplified.
Yeah.
It was a lot more cartoony. Like he was the only. It was like I might as well see him animated the way the rest of the Minecraft world is. Like he shouldn't be live action because he's acting so fucking cartoony. He's just as cartoony as like the pig people, as the villagers. That it's like doesn't feel like right that he's live action. I don't know, man. I have much love for Jack Black, but I was not a fan of this particular performance because it felt very like it's unfair to be like it's catered for kids because it's kind of is for kids.
Yeah.
But it's like for a movie that's rated PG, I don't know, like, and he's acting like he's acting like I'm watching Disney Junior. It's like what the fuck are you watching?
That's
bro?
funny.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I wasn't a huge fan of his performance. I've seen him do better. I've seen him do way better. In other
I think at this point in his
performances.
career, man, I enjoy him much more as a voice actor compared as an actual live action actor.
Really,
That's an interesting
that's
take.
interesting. I mean, 'cause I liked him in the Jumanji movies.
Yeah, he's good. I think, in my opinion, I think that's like the last good movie he's been in that I've seen.
Yeah, those
Especially
were
that
movies.
first one. That first one was, I really love that first Jumanji movie.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I think he's much better as a voice actor now than he is as an actual
But what'd you think of his overall performance here? Like, do you think it worked for you or no?
I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say it worked for me, but I'm not gonna say it didn't work for me because it's what I expected. Like it's like, yeah, he's acting like himself. It's like I don't think it's a negative or a positive. It's one thing where I'm like,
It's
yeah,
like expected.
it's expected.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
what
can't really
felt.
critique it unless it was like annoying, like it was kind of to Hob, or I thought it was really bad, which I didn't. So it's like that's kind of what I expected. The one that I guess kind of where I was like, I don't know, I liked the character was Jason Momoa's character.
you did or didn't?
I don't know if I like really appreciated it
Oh.
in terms of like I don't know if this is good or bad.
Like it's
Because
just
there was moments where I was like, all right, I like it, but there's moments where I'm like, yeah, you're doing too much right there.
yeah. He just plays a much more. He plays a much more catered for children version
know
of
why.
Aquaman.
I was gonna say he played the guy from Fast and Furious,
Yeah,
and I didn't fuck with him. I
Yeah.
didn't like him in Fast and
yeah,
Furious.
yeah. That's kind of
And
how
I
it
think
is.
that's why
it's
I'm
kind of
like-
how it is, except it's not PG-13. It's PG, and he says other words like "this sucks butt." Like what, bitch?
Yeah, I
like
know
what the
what you
fuck
mean.
are this? What kind of lingo? but it's like whatever. It's aimed for kids.
Yeah.
So you didn't really fuck with him either?
Yeah, I think out of everyone, I think he was probably my least favorite. Even though he had moments where he did make me laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Yeah. The movie has its moments.
What about you, Hav?
I guess for performances, bro, they all seemed the same to me. None of them stood out. They're all just whatever. And to be honest, it's like it's a fine line between what makes a good performance. Is it the way they're actually performing, or does the writing play a factor? Because you have to try to adapt what's written on the script and make it work. And if the writing sucks, how can you perform well? You know what I mean? It can be possible, but I will say the writing in this movie did not help with any of the performances. All the performances to me seemed generic. In my personal opinion, the only one that to me stands out are the two obvious ones, and that is Jack Black and Jason Momoa. And they both kind of act way too cartoony for me to enjoy. You know what I mean? That's just, for me, it's not catered to me. I get it. It's for kids, and it's just like, it's not for me. Those are the two that stand out, and I can't even say stand out in a good way, because I just kind of felt whatever about it.
There are some like jokes in here that the adults would get. And I couldn't appreciate. I mean, there were some times where we would laugh and stuff. I will say, well, actually, before I actually move to that segment, I think I might be like in the minority, man, compared to you guys. What? I think that Jack Black and Jason Momoa were the most entertaining ones in performances. Like whenever they were on the screen, I was like entertained. Versus like everyone else, I was like, whatever. Especially, I forgot her name. She was in the girl from Peacemaker. Orange is the New Black. I forgot her name.
I don't know her name, but I know you're talking about.
I forgot her name. I thought there were some moments with her, like her performance, I didn't really vibe with.
No.
You know what I mean? It just didn't work. But it's like, dang, I really liked you in Orange is the New Black. I liked you in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And here it's like, this is not for you. This type of movie and this type of direction of PG-13 friendly type of vibe, whatever, maybe it's not in your realm. It just doesn't work. I didn't really like her performance. I'm gonna be honest, but I know she could fucking act her ass off and actually deliver lines, bro. Like if you guys ever seen Orange is the New Black, I'm not sure. She did it. She was killer in that show, and she did great in Peacemaker.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. I liked her in Peacemaker, so to see her, I'm like, oh cool, she's in here, nice. And then when you see some of her scenes, it's like it's not really working. So. And then same thing I want to say with the boy, like the story kind of mostly revolves the boy and then the sister. Like they're kind of like the main characters versus everyone else is just like supporting characters.
Yeah.
I just didn't really I feel like they should have been able to stand out more, but they didn't. They felt like generic.
Yeah. I know, and the funny
that's why I said Jack Black and Jason Momoa, they were like the standouts to me. They were the most entertaining, and like I kind of liked that their funny dynamic that they had going on. It was entertaining.
No, the only thing I was going to bring up was the brother and sister. Honestly, without spoilers, I actually I wanted them to dive deeper into the not backstory, but like that emotional connection they both had because of their backstory.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they kind of not teased it, but they tell us about it. So I thought it was gonna go down that path a whole lot more than it actually did. But once you find that out, they kind of just tell you that, and then like they abandoned it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I feel like if they just would have dug more deep into that plot, I think this movie could have done a lot better in terms of connecting with those two characters.
Well, I'm glad you said that, right? It's because I've noticed, like throughout the movie, that this movie was edited for a younger audience.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is they skip over or they get to the point on certain things quickly.
Yeah.
To retain attention. You know, because keep in mind they're showing it to kids. Kids are not gonna give a fuck, right? Like there are some scenes where, hey, we're gonna have to do this and plan this, and it happens super fucking quick, and then they're there. Hey, we're gonna meet you to this location, but we got to do this first, and then boom, they're already there. You know what I mean? Like instantly.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that it's edited that way, especially like when they try to get more into deeper, complex themes, where I say that, right? They're deeper, complex, but what I mean by that is they're deep for this movie. We're going to be real. It's kind of generic. The whole, nerd, creativity motherfuckers that get bullied and they're weird, when in reality, that's not true. You should be out there chasing your dream type of thing, right?
Yeah.
There was a scene, it was in The Village, I don't know if you guys remember, where they kind of go through that, and it happens super quickly. Where where it's like, oh, he's super smart and he gets bullied for it and he's creative, whatever. It's like when here you're more than that, whatever. And I don't explain it. Like there's the whole like character arc happens super quickly. Yes. I don't know how to explain it.
No, yeah.
And I kind of rolled my eyes. I'm like, oh, this is so cliche and super generic, and everything was just summed up in 5 seconds.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, whatever. And so if you're looking for stuff like that, you probably won't find that here. It's the way the story played out in terms of like the character development, like their arc and whatever, is generic. It's very generic. You can predict it. But I will say that the movie is dumb, mindless fun.
Yeah.
There are a lot of funny moments, a lot of funny dialogue. I personally like Jack Black and Jason Momoa's dynamic that they had going on. Even though I do think Jack Black is just Jack Black. Oh, here he goes again. Those two characters were enough for me to stay entertained, if that makes sense. And then everything else just felt like the whole evil taking over the overworld and shit like that felt generic, but it's kind of what you expect, man. It's Minecraft, right? What can you really...
I will say the world looks amazing.
It looked good.
It's surprising. It looked really. I was like, damn, like
CGI looked really good.
The CGI looked really good, bro. It made me wish the whole thing was animated, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
it could. Yeah,
that's true.
It could have been cool.
Yeah, the world looked really good.
Like animated, like Steve in that square animation, but it doesn't look pixelated like the game. It looks actual HD. Like it would work as an animated movie.
Yeah, man.
Would this movie have been better as an animated movie? All live action.
I think so, low key. Yeah,
probably, man.
I think so.
I mean, I don't know. Well, okay, hold on. If Steve still had the same personality, like has the same personality as Jack Black, I feel like it would have been the same.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? I think it just would have been the same because it's like, oh, it's just Jack Black acting dumb and over animated, and but even though he's literally animated now,
he would be a voice actor at this point.
And he'd be
everyone
just
would
be the same.
You
know. But I guess okay. So we talked about the performances. We talked about the CGI.
Writing.
The CGI looks good, and then the writing. I want to say is just pretty basic, man. Basic, generic.
Yeah.
I will say the comedy. What'd you guys think of the comedy? Let's get into that.
This is what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, the comedy is what caught me off guard here. I thought the comedy would be like in Borderlands 4 comedy, where it's like, bro, like it's funny because it's horrible. Like everything apart of the movie is just trash. No, I think the comedy is probably like the best thing about this film.
Yeah.
Along with the CGI.
Yeah.
There are literally moments where I'm just like, they really just put that in a kid's movie?
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, they can't understand it, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, damn, I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is some jokes and some banter between Jack Black and Jason Momoa where like it is funny, don't get me wrong. It is funny. And I was surprisingly enjoying the movie a lot more because of it.
Yeah.
And so like that, because of the comedy, it really bumped up my score of the film.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
I agree, man.
And that's why I was like, yo, I'm kind of caught off guard by this.
Yeah,
I was not expecting this.
Some of the comedy was actually funny, and I was like laughing. Like, oh, you know what? That's actually pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
There's sometimes it doesn't really hit, like the whole it's not really a subplot. It's like a side joke thing with the whole woman going on a date with a
Oh yeah, that
with
one.
a villager.
Yeah.
Like that was supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
But I didn't really find it funny. I was just like, what are we doing here? Can we just get back to
the main shit?
Can we just get back to the entertaining part of the movie? Like, why are we focusing on this? It does not have to be in the movie, but they did it on purpose to make it funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you, Hav? What do you think about the comedy, man?
I thought the comedy wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't really care for the comedy. I thought most of the jokes were kind of too easy for me, too childish, too generic. Though it does have its gems. It does have a few lines that are said that actually genuinely got a laugh out of me.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are well-written lines that are actually funny. Sometimes there were lines that are so bad that it was funny, even though you could tell the writers and the filmmakers are not intended to be funny. It would maybe would have been just a normal line, but it was delivered bad, or it was written so bad that it got a laugh out of me. It has its gems and it has its moments. There's a few I can go into when we go into the spoiler section, but otherwise the rest of the comedy just seemed like what I expected from a movie aimed for kids.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
The comedy wasn't really all stand out to me, except for a few different gems scattered in between,
Yeah, that's true.
in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I agree. Okay. So that is okay. We talked about the performances. We talked about how the CGI looks. We talked about the writing, and then the comedy. I guess that's. I guess we should maybe move on to final thoughts and our rating, and then jump into the spoiler section. Unless is there something that I'm missing?
No,
I don't think so.
no, bro.
No. Okay. So do you want to? You want to go?
I'll
first?
start it off. So obviously heading into this film, I was really going into it thinking the absolute worst. Like this might be up there as like worst movie of the year for me, maybe.
Yeah.
Like that's where my headspace was at for it. After leaving the film, I can't say I was thoroughly enjoyed it a whole lot more than I expected.
Yep.
Similar to Snow White, where it's like, this ain't as bad as the reviews are making it out to be. I'm gonna be honest with you. It kind of this game movie. It kind of reminds me of Friday Night at Freddy's. Remember how the reviews were shit talking that movie, but like people like us, we loved it.
Yeah.
Right. And so I kind of related to that, where I'm like, this isn't as bad as like what I've been seeing online from like actual critic scores and shit. Right. Granted, I'm not saying this is an amazing film or anything like that. Everything's kind of bare bones basic because obviously you're aiming it towards children. I think the bright spots are the CGI and the comedy, for me at least, and that's what bumps it up for me. But I would honestly think this is just a very just mediocre film. So I'm gonna.
Can I ask you? Okay, before you actually give your rating, did you enjoy this movie more than Snow White?
A tad bit.
Okay.
A tad bit.
What about you, Hav?
What about me? Sorry, I was looking something up. I was writing something out.
Did you enjoy this movie more than Snow White?
Did I enjoy this movie more than Snow White?
Yeah.
No. I think I enjoyed Snow White a tad bit more, but
really,
even then it's not saying much because I still gave what.
That's interesting. Okay.
I still gave what Snow White like a 6, 7.
I can look it up.
Ballpark.
Yeah, I forgot what
I can tell you
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because I remember saying that Snow White wasn't as bad as like the review bombing.
I think you gave it a
made
6.
it seem. It sounds about right.
Yeah, you gave it a 6. Hector gave it a 5, and I gave it a 4.
So I think I enjoyed Snow White a bit more, but even then, not by that much. I promise you, with every fiber of my being, neither of these two movies will be on my top 10 best. So, but
okay, if you had to choose one, Hav, to rewatch,
Snow White.
If you just had to, Snow White, okay.
Because the dwarves are still my favorite part of the movie. The dwarves was a better.
I got you.
Every scene, every single minute, the dwarves were on screen, and Snow White was a better movie than the Minecraft movie.
Okay,
in my opinion.
That's a bold statement. Okay, I just want to know.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so going back to you, Mario, your rating.
Okay, my bad. I was writing down my rating in the notes.
Oh, okay.
I was too. That's why I was on my phone. I'm writing down my shit.
All right, so obviously because of what I just said, I did enjoy this a tad bit more than I did Snow White, and because of that, I'm gonna give it a 5. I think it's just a very mediocre film, bro.
Okay, that's fair. Actually, and I kind of forgot, man, to mention this before we actually move to you, Hav. Is as a Minecraft fan, what did you think about like the references, the Easter eggs?
Oh, I enjoyed them.
How they handled things. I enjoyed it a lot.
I enjoyed them. Yeah,
I liked it.
I enjoyed them.
Like everything that was said and like items that they use have. Besides some things are not in the game whatsoever.
No, absolutely. I could tell.
Yeah,
I could tell, bro.
But majority of the time, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool how they handled it. I loved the nods, the Easter eggs, and for people who really like Minecraft. So they did a pretty good job on that, utilizing like the big things that are.
I just like it. It's in the third act where they're in the mansion or whatever the fuck, and the little kids opening. It's a storage room, and it's literally it's not really a spoiler, right? And it's really just a chest full of meat. A chest full of corn. I'm just like, that's fucking facts, bro. That's true. So facts, man. That's so true.
That's what I'm saying. So there's little things that like people who actually play Minecraft would know. Like,
it's
you know
what?
I kind of like that. So I did appreciate that. I will say. Okay, now going to you, Huff. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. So overall, I just thought this movie was okay. I wasn't too big on this movie. Exactly what I expected from the trailer is exactly what I got. I thought the performances were generic. I thought the story, the dialogue, everything was generic. The comedy wasn't even all that funny, except for a few lines that were said in the movie that did genuinely get a laugh out of me. I will say the CGI and the animation in the Minecraft world, which is called the overworld, so that actually did look good, surprisingly, because a lot of movies that incorporate CGI nowadays all look really bad. So it's like, what the fuck? This one actually looked really good. I thought the movie was, it it was just okay in my opinion. I think if you are a Minecraft fan, if you're someone who has played the Minecraft games growing up, I think you will find the novelty in this movie. You'll probably find some enjoyment just based on the references that they make and stuff like that. I think if you are under the age of 12, you will enjoy this movie because very much the comedy and the humor and some of the situations, the antics that the characters get into are enjoyable. If you are under the age of 12 and you're a Minecraft movie, this movie was tailor-made just for you. Yeah. This is right up your alley. If you are an adult, a grown person with children, this, is a safe movie to go take your kids to, though I will warn you, you'll be bored out of your fucking minds because this movie's not catered to you at all, but I get it, you're taking your kids, and that's exactly what this movie is.
And what if you're an adult that likes Minecraft? Go ahead,
give that. What is wrong with you?
I already said that.
Oh, you did?
If you're a Minecraft fan growing up playing with the games that you grew up playing with the games, you'll enjoy the novelty of the game. You'll enjoy the novelty and the nods, but you won't enjoy. I mean, as a movie, probably you won't enjoy it.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're someone who grew up with the games, you'll probably enjoy the novelty, the nods, the Easter eggs, or I get it, or whatever. But you probably won't enjoy it as a movie, like as an actual storytelling movie. Mm-hmm. But for me, I just thought this movie was just okay. Nothing too special. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna give it a 5.
A 5.
Okay, I got you right. Nice. Now I want to guess Hector.
Okay. You're gonna guess mine?
Yeah. I already know what Hector
I think I know what I'm gonna give it.
No way. No way you guys know what I'm gonna give it.
I think I know.
Mario, I got you.
I have it written down too high. If we get the same one, we're cousins.
I got you.
There's no way you guys know.
Hold on, I want him to text me. Hold up.
Okay. So
well, go on. Just speak.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing too that I guess I wanted to talk about. Another thing too that I wanted to talk about was that in the movie, it's not a musical, but Jack Black does do his Jack Black singing.
It's funny because any movie he's done, he always has to write one or two original songs.
So what did you guys think of that?
His song.
They were fun. I think I enjoyed the first one, though. When he melts the I enjoyed that one the most. But the one at the end,
there's just some singing going on here, and it's Jack Black. Hey, bro, listen, it's just Jack Black, man, singing. Like, it's the typical shit you would hear. It is, it's just Jack Black. That's all I can say. But okay, going to this movie, man. I think, I did enjoy this movie a bit more than Snow White. I ain't gonna lie. I think this was, maybe it's because, I like Minecraft, and I know what the fuck's going on here.
Yes.
I did enjoy some of the comedy in here. I don't think this movie was... it still wasn't for me. If we're talking about the story and how things were moving, things were just moving too quick. They try to, I guess, go deeper in to characters arcs and shit, but it just doesn't work. It's just overlooked. It's nothing's done with that. There's no depth. It's just shallow.
Yeah.
So I also do agree with Hav. I thought it was okay. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's a bad movie. I don't think it's also a good movie or a great movie. I think it's fine. It's all right. So with that, I think I'm gonna give it a 6, man.
I fucking know it. Give me the.
We're cousins.
We're fucking cousins.
We're cousins.
We're cousins.
Is that you guys guess?
Yes.
Yeah. Damn, no way.
Yeah, bro. We guessed that.
Yeah, I think it's a 6, man. I think it's okay. I think it's all right.
Yeah, bro. Fire. That means Hector gets to buy his food later.
Dumbass. Fuck you. Dumbass, boy. He dumb as hell, boy. He dumb as hell. Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna give it a 6, bro. I think it's okay. I think it's Jack Black and Jason Momoa's dynamic that they had. I thought was funny, entertaining for me. The CGI we talked about was really cool, and I like the nods, the Easter eggs in Minecraft. I think that's what really
bumped it up an extra one.
I think that's what really bumped it up because originally I was feeling like a 5.
Yeah,
but then more I was looking at it, I'm like, you know what, man? But it's mindless, dumb fun. And it's there on purpose.
Yeah.
Hav could make the argument to me, but wait, that's Fast and Furious. That's mindless, dumb action. No, but they want to be serious. They want to be Mission Impossible. This shit is, they know it's fucking dumb, mindless fun.
Yeah.
They're doing it on purpose. They know for a fact. I mean, when you first watch the movie, the very beginning of the movie, they lay the bet out for you, man. Hey, this is the type of movie you're gonna watch right now. So that's the difference between this and the Fast and Furious about the mindless fun bullshit. So yeah, a 6 out of 10. I think it's fine. It's okay. Not good, but it's okay. Anyway, with that being said, that is the non-spoiler section for a Minecraft movie. Now we're going to jump into the spoiler sections and actually dive deeper into the movie and actually talk about some scenes that we liked, disliked, and we're going to dive into the spoiler section in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are now in the spoiler section of a Minecraft movie. Okay. So what's something that you want to talk about?
I wanted
first?
to bring up that joke I found the funny the most.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, it's the one where we're with the lady. The one part he's like, hey man, this is this lady who's on a date with the villager, boring as hell, right? And I agree with you on that. That shit was pointless, right?
Yeah.
But when they're on the dinner date, right? And she just like, I hit him with my Jeep Grand Cherokee.
That was funny.
I don't know why you needed to bring that up, but I was like, all right.
That's funny.
But then he follows, the waiter comes up, and the waitress comes up and talks to the villager, and she asks the villager, like, hey, are you finished?
No, I think he's Sweden. That's funny. That's funny.
I'm telling you.
I did it.
No, in the beginning of the movie, so like we have our character, right? I forgot his name. That's how forgettable these characters can be.
Yeah.
But he's like a new kid, right, in the school, and he's in class, right? And remember, his teacher just spills out his life story.
He's like, I'm an art teacher and something else. So basically, I live in hell. I am in hell.
Come on,
It's
bro.
like jokes
that was
like
funny.
jokes
was
like
funny.
that only adults can understand. I'm gonna be real with you, because when we were laughing,
So, yeah,
the teenagers behind us weren't laughing.
Does that have responsibilities? I'm broke. Like,
Yeah.
No, for sure.
There's a lot of gems in this one. I really like the one where Jason Momoa is trying to like mentor the kid, and the kid's like, "What? I don't get what you're trying to say. Listen, kid. The point is, there's no I in team, but there's 2 in winning." And it's like
That's funny.
I remember laughing like that line's actually very cleverly written. Like that's such a because he just throws it out there. It's such a dumbass line that nothing to do with the conversation.
Bro, this makes me think that the writers for this movie are actually pretty good, but they had to like put in like dumb jokes.
They had to dumb it down.
It down. But I feel like the writers for this movie are actually good writers for
sure.
writing jokes like that. And it makes me like, yo, grab these group of writers and just make a movie for adults, like dead ass. And I think you have a banger just waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Fuck. But no,
I thought that was funny.
that one was my favorite joke. And I had one more, but what the fuck was it? Oh, fuck.
I had one in my mind, but I lost it.
Fucking hell. No, I had
there was one
more,
that
bro.
was funny.
I know I did. And I'm trying to fucking...
I like when Jason Momoa was trying to like speak in Spanish. Like,
there we go. Yeah,
and he was just wrong all the time. Like that was pretty funny.
He's like, what'd you just say? I said, good morning.
I forgot what he says. Like Buenos dias.
Yeah.
That means see you later. He leaps off. That was funny, bro.
Dude, yeah, like lines like that is like there's gems in it, dude. There's gems in the writing that we're like, okay, vaya con Dios. That means I'll see you later.
You know,
Like lines like that, bro, is fucking funny, dude.
Oh my god! I guess one thing we can talk about is the cameos that we saw. One that I seen floating around on the internet. That's been
Dude, I
blowing
saw
up.
that there was cameos. I didn't pick anything up.
I probably missed it.
Well,
too.
the one that I noticed for sure right away was the Techno Blade. That one.
That was a reference.
So they arrive when you first get introduced to the village, and Jack Black's like introducing everything about it, right? And as they're walking and talking, all of a sudden a pig who's wearing a crown shows up on the screen, and the little kid says like, "Who's that? Is he the ruler?" He's like, "Nah, he's a legend." And then obviously it's a nod to the YouTuber who sadly passed away to cancer, Technoblade. So that was cool that they put that in there. When I first heard about it, I thought it was fake. When I saw it on my feed, I was like, "That's fake, bro. No way." But then when I saw it, I go, "Holy shit! They actually really did."
Oh, it's a cool nod, man. Yeah. Technoblade. I'm gonna be honest, man. I never watched his videos.
I just remember when he sadly passed, like how the whole internet was talking about it.
Oh no,
he
for
was
sure.
A big Minecraft YouTuber.
Absolutely. He was definitely a big influence in the Minecraft community, and he had like a huge audience. So that was pretty cool that they did like a little nod to him, like a little appreciation thing.
What was your favorite thing, cameo or Easter egg that you saw that was your favorite?
My favorite thing?
I gotta ask you. You're the Minecraft guy here, so I gotta ask you this,
dude. That's my favorite thing. I don't know, man. They're just like I just kind of liked I kind of liked everything that was kind of
Just
shown.
seeing the world, like seeing like, hey
Yeah.
man, this is like everything I play. Like,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like I killed so many creepers. I killed all that.
I thought
I've been in the Nether.
I thought the crafting table was unique.
Oh, how they did it?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm like, okay, how are they going to do the crafting table? And they have the 4 squares on the table, and they place the objects in those 4 squares, and they just hit it, and it creates the item. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, okay, that's a cool thing that they
I guess
did.
one thing that I was disappointed by, but I understand why they did it, is the building in terms of actual buildings.
Oh, we're like
Because when they did do it, bro, it looked janky, and I was like, that doesn't look good.
when they were actually building it.
Like building buildings, not like
gotcha.
tools and equipment, not that. That looked fine. I'm talking about like actual like buildings, like a castle. Not, I'm not saying that was in the
I know what
movie.
you mean.
But like when like the kid was building it, he literally went like this. He just reaches out with his arm and
just
goes like that. And I'm just like,
throwing,
yeah, I'm like, that doesn't look good. I can see why they didn't do it a lot.
That makes sense.
That's one thing I did want to see a whole lot more of. But you saw how they portrayed it in the film. You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Why they didn't really dive into that shit. You're not saying there isn't no crafting.
Oh, I remembered another joke that I liked. And so remember, so Jason Momoa's character, he was like this world champion of this old school video game called Hunk City Rampage. That's funny as fuck. Back in like 1989 or something. And he owns this game store, this retro game store, and he's obviously going bankrupt. Like he's broke. He has an eviction notice and stuff. And so he meets the kid who that is like a new kid around the block, new kid in school, like the main character or whatever. And he's like, hey, I could be your mentor and shit, right? And that's how they meet. That's how they meet. And then when he gets to the school, he like builds this jetpack. The bullies cut a wire, then the jetpack shoots up and destroys this potato chip mascot where his sister's working at a corporate job. And the principal's like, I think it's the principal, right? That's a principal. The lady? Yeah.
Oh no, she's the vice principal.
She's the vice principal, whatever. She's like, hey, this is some this. You could get expelled for this. We need to speak with your guardian. And he calls up Jason Momoa's character. God. And Jason Momoa's like, no, I don't do that no more. Okay, that's kind of weird, kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
And then he says, I got $26. Right, and then the next scene, it's Jason Momoa pulling up in his car.
Yeah,
over $26. I thought that was kind of funny. It's
bro, no, that's funny because that same scene is another joke that I just remembered, where the vice principal is talking to Jason Momoa, and she's obviously she's going through a divorce, right? Yeah. Or she just got divorced. And this is where I was like, yo, does it actually put this joke in a kid's movie? Where she's like giving like analogies and metaphors like, oh, you can come by, and I forgot exactly.
No, she says, because so his nickname was the Garbage Man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so she says, and then she says to him, oh, you could put me in a trash and throw me to the curb anytime you want.
Yeah. But don't be surprised if there's a lot of raccoons up there. I go,
something like that. Fuck? It's like, what the
That's the one that caught me off guard, bro.
For sure. That was definitely for the adults. And then Hobbs just seemed like he had an epiphany. He just discovered vibranium or something. What's going on here?
So it says on here that a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers made cameos in the movie.
Oh, okay. I probably.
And I was like, when did that fucking happen? So I'm looking it up, and it was the scene where Jason Momoa's character was behind the storage unit. All the other people in the background.
Oh, that was them.
Those were them. So it says YouTubers.
Oh.
Dan TDM.
Oh, okay.
Was one of them. Afmao or Afmo. Mumbo Jumbo, and LD Shadow Lady.
Yeah,
they all had cameos, and I was like, when did they come up? And I was like, oh fuck, the background people from the storage unit scene where he was like, oh, like
the only Minecraft YouTuber I would watch when I was a kid or like younger, when like the 360 version came out, was Stampy long nose or long head. He has those two names. I'd watch him. And like his videos are scripted as fuck. Like,
yeah. I mean,
hella scripted. Hella.
Yeah.
Like there was one where like,
awesome, though.
Dude, there was one time where I'll never forget this because he got my ass. I thought it was real. Where bro went to the moon. So he built the ship. He built the rocket ship. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I clicked on him. I'm like, going to the moon in Minecraft? No fucking way, right? No way. And he builds this shit. He like the whole journey is like him creating like this cool like community. Like he just be building shit.
Yeah,
and like that's what the videos are about. And I guess maybe that's why I kind of like to try to build cities. Yeah. And shit. So he builds this rocket ship. It's like, all right, bet we're finna go. He didn't say that. we're gonna go to the moon.
Saying I bet in 2012 is crazy.
We're gonna go to the moon, and he flips the switch. And then it's just outside, right? And so the rocket ship has like a window, right? So you can see outside, and then all you see is just going up, like right, going up, and then you see the like the stars, and then you see the moon. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. I'm like, there's no fucking way, bro. No way. And then after the video, I'm like, wait, there's no way that's real. And sure enough, I tried looking up that they added like this new update or something. And they said no. I'm like, no way, he got my ass. And I went back, and it's because it was edited. Like he cut out the window type shit, and he edited to like look like he was going up. I'll never forget it because I thought it was real. He got my ass, and that's when I realized, oh my god, this guy's like a phone, like he's a fake. I still would watch him, but like, okay, now I get it. Like this is just a show.
Yeah.
Like it's just for kids and shit. I'm like, dang, that's crazy work, man. So I stopped watching him after a while. I'm like, it's not for me, bro. But before he was like legit. Like if you watch his older videos, when I found him, he was like a normal person.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're gonna be building this, guys, and then he got popularity with kids. He started talking more like for kids. Like with us, he'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck?" And now he'd be like, "What's up, everybody? We're gonna be doing," you know what I mean? And that's when I stopped watching him. I'm like, "Bro, you're no longer my guy no more." But that's someone that I would watch. So anyway, the scene with the girl from the Orange Is the New Black. What the fuck is her name? I forgot her name.
Look it up.
Do you remember like when she's talking to the dogs and like, "Oh, we go get him, Dennis," and shit? That didn't work for me. It's like, what are you doing? Like, it felt cringe in my opinion. It's like this is not for you. Like you don't. I'm sorry, but you're in the wrong fucking realm right now. You're in the wrong world.
Yeah.
If it's for Jack Black, cool. You know, he does a little thing. Jason Momoa could be kind of weird and shit. Fine, it kind of works for him. But for her, for whatever reason, it just didn't feel natural.
Yeah.
It did not feel right.
Daniela Brooks.
Okay, that's her.
That's her actual name. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought she didn't really that specific scenes, man. Those scenes, I just didn't really like. I'm like, nah, this isn't for you, man. And then what else? Is there like another specific scene that you guys didn't maybe possibly like?
No, not necessarily.
No, not that I didn't like.
Not that you didn't like it, so you liked everything. I'm mad. I'm mad. You just can't think of anything.
I mean, other than the fact that like there would be scenes where they would like name drop certain shit, and like that's what just caused the teenagers to like get fucking loud and shit.
Oh yeah, okay. So there's a scene
like that. Like there were scenes of like when he goes, "I am Steve," and like people are going,
yeah. So I guess the one I remember vividly is when they're in the mansion. I thought that was cool. Like, oh shit, they're doing the mansion. They're talking about the warlocks and shit. Cool. I remember when I played Minecraft when they first dropped that update. Dude, it was super cool. Like me and Danny went there and explored there, and I think at the time we had another friend playing with us. It was super cool, and like those guys with the axes, they were OP, man. Like they hurt like a bitch. And inside the mansions, you could find. I'm surprised they didn't use this in the movie. You could find those totems. Remember those totems, bro?
Yeah.
Where like if you die, you're saved because of that totem. I'm sorry, you find those totems in those mansions. At least when I played, when it was new. And I'm surprised they didn't incorporate that, like, you know, as in like an Easter egg. They never did.
I'm assuming they relied on Jack Black a lot in terms of making references for the film.
They had to.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they didn't do that. They didn't bring out the totem and shit. Anyway, the whole ring, the whole arena, that was obviously, it was for the movie.
Yeah.
And the reason why those fucking teenagers yelled was because in that specific scene, Jack Black, Steve's character, is tied down, and Jason Momoa has to fight something to the death, right? Because that's what these villagers, or I forgot what they're called, the pilgrims. I think they're called pilgrims. What they're making him do. So at first it's just the chicken. It's like, okay, what the fuck is this chicken? Then you see a box floating down to the chicken, and then it's a baby zombie on top of the chicken, and it's a chicken jockey.
Yeah.
And what that is, and that's why the people were reacting. Whoa, was because a chicken jockey. Same thing with a spider jockey, which in the movie. Remember the skeletons riding the spiders?
Yeah.
So those are rare instances in the world that you could encounter. Like they're super rare. Like you would not like the way that the spider jockeys, the skeletons on the spiders were super prominent in the movie. There would not be that many. You would not see that many in an actual game. It'd be like random encounters, like super rare.
Yeah.
And the same thing with a spider jockey. Even if you see a baby zombie, just a normal baby zombie running, dude, they run fast as fuck. I don't know if you remember Mario, but they run super fast and they kind of creepy or whatever.
Okay.
And then the chicken jockey is a baby zombie riding a chicken, and that's rare as fuck, and that's why they reacted that way, because it's like, oh shit, it's like a rare thing. You know, that's pretty much it. That's it. No other reason.
There's literally no other reason. It's just a rare. It's just a rare.
It's just a rare occurrence, man. Same thing with like, I believe a skeleton horse too.
Oh yeah.
I think you need the lightning needs to hit a horse or something like that.
I also like I like the reference where it's like I'm gonna use. It's a part of the movie when they have the wings and Jack Black is flying.
Are those real?
Yes, in the game.
Yeah,
yes.
you can't have those. They came in.
And then the rockets. Remember Jack Black's? Oh, we have the rockets. So what they use is those rockets. Obviously, are used like as fireworks. If they call fireworks.
They're called
But if you use the what is it called? Electria. I forgot what it's called, man. I always get confused with that fucking name. With those wings, you just glide. You don't actually just fly. You glide. So as you're gliding down, you use those rockets and it launches you up.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
So yeah, but those were real, Hav. Yeah, that's in the game. It's definitely in the game.
No, but
Same with the ender pearls, where like you throw it and you teleport. That was in the
I like
game.
the design.
That was pretty cool too.
I wanted
yeah.
one. It made me want one. Like I want that in my room.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that'd be cool.
But no, that part of the movie where they're flying, right? It was funny because at some point, I think all three of them are all like hugging each other.
Yeah.
And they're about to crash. And then Jack Black's like, okay, let me just pull out this bucket of water to fucking to soften our landing. And he fucking, I go, oh, hell.
That's real too.
Yeah.
So like at any feet in the air, you could be up in the clouds. You could literally fall straight
funny.
down and just pull. And as soon as you're about to hit the ground, you hit the water bucket and it drops like water, super shallow too. So it's like but you still survive.
Yeah.
It's just a weird mechanic.
It's
in
just
the
the
game.
timing, man.
Yeah,
So that's real.
That's real too.
Yeah, bro. So when I saw that,
Same thing with the Nether, which is like the hell, whatever.
Yeah.
That's real. The pigs.
It would have been
real.
cool if
The
they would
gas
have.
are real. I like the sound effects too, bro. Like
They're from the game.
They kept them from the game. So
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I wish they would have had them in like a nether. What's it called? Nether castle.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that would have been perfect to have in the movie, but they didn't have
Cool.
it.
Yeah, they did.
It was literally just a nether, like a random spot in the nether.
Or like the blazes.
Oh yeah,
be cool,
those
too.
motherfuckers. Yeah,
Yeah, there's some
bro.
stuff that they didn't bring, but
Oh,
still pretty
that
cool.
would have been raw.
What'd you think of first we mine, then we craft? Let's Minecraft.
That's why you grab me. I'm like, because how like during the movie he was grabbing me. I'm like, why is he grabbing me? What the fuck? And then he says, I'm like, oh my god,
That's funny.
Yeah.
No, I still remember the time where, speaking of the nether, when it was just you and me playing, and we freaked the fuck out because we found a castle. We're like, Mario, you're like, Mario, look, it's right there. I'm like, what? And I turn around. I go, oh my god, it really is right there. We freaked the fuck out.
It was huge.
Yeah, it was
It was
huge.
like really big at the time. But yeah, and is that everything? I think that's pretty much everything, man.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about the ending? Or no?
Can you refresh my memory again?
No, so basically the movie just ends with them taking the sphere of what was it called?
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. You know,
Because it's
okay,
a cube.
that cube thing. You might be wondering, is that real? I took that as as a beacon.
Yeah, right. Like the thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know the beacon. You build that
Don't
with
you find it-
glass,
don't
with
you- oh,
diamond
never mind.
blocks. You build it with diamond blocks, and it looks like that. It's called a beacon. It shoots a thing up in the air.
Okay.
But that's it. Like it doesn't do anything else. And I guess they changed it in the movie. And the beacon's huge. It's like it's big.
Yeah,
Here
it
they
is.
made it small. So I'm just assuming maybe that's what they did.
Maybe if not,
I kind of
then
wanted to
it's
see
own unique
more
thing.
of like more biomes.
I know, right? That's a good point you made right there. It would have been cool to see other biomes because we always thought it was a mushroom, a regular like forest biome, or what do you call that? We saw mine shafts, but not crazy like detail.
Like I wanted to see like
Snow biomes. I wanted to see snow
the
biomes.
snow biomes, and maybe if them finding an igloo, or maybe them finding a like underwater temples.
Yeah,
Maybe like that, or maybe in the
would've
sand
been cool.
biome where they find a temple and shit.
yeah, that would have been cool.
Like I remember when all that shit was new when they first introduced it in Minecraft, and I remember Danny and I hopping on and playing and like, oh shit, we gotta go find it and shit. We always create a new world because at the time they didn't do this before. Now they do. At the time, if you had a world and they released an update, your current world wouldn't have that update. You'd have to start a new world. It was really weird, but I think they fixed that now.
That's good.
Yeah, but that was like early Minecraft.
Yeah, I
that was
can
like early
imagine.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
But did you find it, Haf? It's called the Beacon
No.
Minecraft. Oh,
No, it is the Orb of Dominance.
There we go. That's
and
what
when
it
you
was
click
called.
on it, it leads you to Minecraft Dungeons, a 2020 dungeon crawler video game developed by Molting Studios and Double 11.
I never played that. That's why I don't know about it.
It's a spin-off of the sandbox video game Minecraft and was released on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox One in May of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
So
why I
it's
never
from
played
it's from Minecraft Dungeons.
Yes.
That's where, but it's a real thing from the game. It's just from that one.
Okay.
I never played
That's
that.
what it. That's,
Yeah, so
that's probably why you guys don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I know. I remember that game.
But it looked like the Beacon, didn't it? Like a normal
yeah, because it's
beacon.
just shooting up in the air at the end of
And it had like the crystal thing.
Yeah. No, but basically they get that back from like the evil villain. I forgot her fucking name. But they get that back, and so they're able to go back into their own world. And Jack Black was gonna stay, but he changes his mind. He's like, you know what? Why do I have to stay in this world? I'm not afraid to be who I am anymore.
Yeah.
So they go back. They go back to the real world, and it's basically just a roundup of what happens to them post like Minecraft world.
Yeah.
So it gives all like, hey, like Jason Momoa is no longer bankrupt. He now runs a successful retro game company. The sister quit her job at the factory and now runs a self-defense class. Right. The kid, honestly, he's just in school now, and I'm assuming he's not a loser because like it showed him actually riding a jetpack. Right. And then just landing it. And now he looks like he's all cool with the kids. In terms of Steve, I don't know what was his resolution. I'm having trouble. He's just singing. He's just singing there at the end. Did they give one for him?
No. So what happens with Steve is everyone else leaves, right? They leave back to the world, and they're trying to convince him, like, "Hey, Steve, come over here." And it's like, no, like I want to be creative. I could build shit here and stuff. And then the girl does a clever line like, "Hey, maybe you should bring that magic into the real world." Kind of, virtue signaling to people, like, "Hey, don't be afraid to be judged." And shit like that. Like, do what you want, chase your dreams, be creative, have fun, whatever. So. Presumably, like it's kind of implied that he stays, but then he actually ends up going to the real world and going to his old house, and this is the end credit scene.
Yeah,
like he goes into the house and he's like, "Hey, I used to live here," and all we see is this girl with just like a red
hair,
ginger type of hair, ponytail with a green shirt and stuff. It's just the back of her, and he's like, "Hey, I used to live here." It's like, "Is there? Maybe I left the box." She's like, "Oh, there's a box inside my house or whatever. You want to come in?" It's like, "My name is Alex." Like, "Oh, Alex." Like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then he walks in, and that's how the movie ends. Yeah. And then Hav asked the question, like, "What was that? What does that mean?" And so it's a nice nod to the game because Alex is the female version of Steve. Because at the time, in early Minecraft, it was just Steve. Like that was your default character. And then obviously, as the game got bigger and stuff, they introduced Alex, which is the female partner, the female version, not actual partner like togethers or whatever,
just a female version,
but just a female character that you could choose to play. Whether because maybe some people don't want to play as Steve, right?
Yeah, sure,
and they want to play as Alex because they're a girl or whatever. So they introduced her, and that's like the Easter egg.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's the girl. So that's pretty much it.
So if we were to get a sequel, she's definitely in it.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah,
most likely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who would you want to see play her?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
It's got to be a ginger actress.
Who's a good one? But it has to be comedic, don't you think?
I'm gonna be real. I don't know many comedic women actors. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm only saying this because she just got announced in another movie, Sadie Sink.
Um,
No, I feel like she looks too young.
okay, so
you're
I
right.
have
You're right.
Karen Gillan,
I gotta see the faces, bro.
like this girl from the
Oh, okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, she could work, and they already have
From,
chemistry to begin
from
with.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
From Jumanji.
That's true. Yeah. I think that is why they didn't show her face.
No, yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
no, no,
They don't know.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, because they wanna pick someone like down the road.
I think this movie's for sure getting a sequel.
Yeah, from what I saw, it made money.
Isla Fisher.
Oh, her.
Let me
Okay.
see.
Isla Fisher.
Okay, yeah.
She could be one. Emma Stone.
Nah,
I forgot about
I
Emma
feel like she's too serious. Or am I tripping?
Yeah, I remember her.
I mean, don't forget, man. She made her introduction to the Hollywood scene with comedic movies. So I'm just saying.
We'll have to see, man. Because I don't really know. I can't really like point out an actor But for sure, if this movie is for sure making money, and we're probably most likely
It's already at $110 million.
Oh fuck!
And
yeah.
the budget's 150.
Oh, I saw an update on that. The live action Minecraft movie is now it's tracking. My bad. Well, it's now tracking to open with at least 260 million worldwide.
Wow.
With that budget.
So we're gonna make a low or like what, like 100 million in profit. Mm-hmm. Wow.
A Minecraft movie is the biggest opening day ever for a video game movie. Holy shit!
What?
It's right here. A Minecraft movie is the biggest opening day ever for a video game movie.
So it beat Sonic.
Yeah, I just saw
It
two
beat
reports
Sonic. Because didn't Sonic 3 beat Super Mario Bros?
I think so, yeah.
Because that was the headline. And
Yeah.
now, wow. So the Minecraft movie beat Sonic, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking hell.
Hey man, that's how big Minecraft is, bro.
Yeah,
And like
even
a bunch
in
of
the
kids,
movies,
the amount of kids, bro, that want to go see it.
It's like, hey, mama, papa, bring me to Minecraft.
Please, Papa. Anyway, please, Papa. Yeah, yeah. There's probably going to be a sequel, man.
Yeah.
Just because of the success. But anyway, with that being said, I think that's everything, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Let us know what you guys think about the Minecraft movie in the comments down below. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.
Peace.
See ya.